Let's talk about it.
Oh, hi guys. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice you were there. I am Shanice from Let's Talk About Soaps, and I am so frustrated, befuddled. I would need a thesaurus to go through all the emotions that I am going through right now in order to explain it. I am once again taking a look at Dr. Boudreau's book, American Business and Daytime Drama. We actually discussed this with you guys a little while ago. We did an in-depth interview with Dr. Boudreau. And another book that I have been very heavily reading into, and this is a book that was actually written in 2002, Disney War. Guys, you need to read this. Definitely. I mean, this book goes into everything that basically led up to what we went through on April 14th of last year. And it talks about all of the background, the schemes, the machinations. You know, Disney is supposed to be our happy place, our happily ever after. And that's what it was under Walt Disney and the Disney family. They let it get into the hands of people such as Michael Eisner, Bob Iger, and Anne Sweeney. You guessed it. Anne Sweeney, who has basically come into Disney and decided she is going to do what she wants to do, not what has proven to work, not listen to the people who have worked for this company and have made it what it is, what it was, let me say, have made it what it was. She just decided she was going to make it what she wanted to be. And the funny thing about that is, what she wanted it to be ended up being what somebody else had already wanted and she shot down. You want to learn more about that? Pick up this book, James B. Stewart, Disney War. I promise you, it seems big and thick. I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay? Because right now, we are dealing with a lot of problems with our soaps, especially one of our networks that we loved, SoapNet. SoapNet was a network that I remember when I first saw SoapNet. I was so excited. I was like, are you serious? A station where they're just playing our soaps? If I miss it, if I'm not at home at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but I'm home later on that night, I can still watch my soaps? Perfect. It was genius. It was absolutely wonderful. And there was a woman, Angela Shapiro was her name, and she wanted to target the same group that in the previous interview with Dr. Boudreau, he let us know that they are now disenfranchising that group. They're now disregarding that group. The baby group, the baby boomer group. You know, the 18 to 49-year-olds. This is, you know, what Shapiro wanted to do. She did intensive research and saw that the networks were not specifically targeting that group. And so she wanted to. And with that, you know, we got things such as SoapNet, which I know the baby boomers love. And I myself am not a baby boomer, but of course, you know, I have parents, I have aunts. So I know that they loved it themselves. And they started in 2003, if you had noticed, things with SoapNet had started to change. They started to go down a little bit. The two soaps on ABC that have been canceled right now All My Children, and One Life to Live. If you think back, it started with those two. If you remember correctly, we had our marathon every weekend. We had all 5 episodes of All My Children. Then after that, it was a quick break. They showed us something, I can't remember what. But then we got all 5 episodes of One Life to Live. Another quick break. Give us all 5 episodes of General Hospital. We loved it. All My Children and One Life to Live, just as they went in the order of how they were played on ABC Daytime. They did the All My Children first, early. Then they did the One Life to Live. Then they did the General Hospital. Then all of a sudden things changed. The marathons were no longer coming on at those regularly scheduled times. All My Children and One Life to Live, if you noticed, were the only 2 that were changed. The only 2 marathons that were changed. That probably should have given us a hint that they had something in the works. Then you think about the soap fanned week that, Disney had, where you can go to like Disney World, Disneyland, meet all your favorite soap stars. The publicity of that alone was huge. It used to be 2 weeks. Then suddenly they brought it down to 1 week. And then all of a sudden it was gone. You couldn't meet your favorite soap stars anymore. They just took it all away. Why? These were all things, these were all signs letting us know something big was coming and we weren't going to like it. The minds of the men in power can be very funny. When Eisner came on board with Disney, and this is according to the book Disney War, the staff of Disney was very happy. They weren't very pleased with their previous management, you might say, and they were happy for a new change. And Michael Eisner seemed like he would be that good change. But when power gets to you, it can kind of turn you a little bit. And that's exactly what it did to Eisner. It turned him. It turned him, and he brought along people such as Iger and Sweeney, who were of that same now evil, let's say evil, mindset that Michael Eisner had now incorporated with himself. Now, All My Children is one of the most loved soaps. Everyone knows Erica Kane. Who doesn't know Erica Kane? But I'm not sure if you guys really remember how the storylines of All My Children just started to get real crazy, almost unwatchable. That was all planned. They brought in somebody by the name of Charles Pratt to be the writer on All My Children. And the storylines that he was doing were things that we, as the soap fans, did not recognize. We did not recognize these storylines. We did not recognize these characters anymore because he had completely changed it. And we, as the soap fans, we wrote a petition and we went ahead to try to get him out, which we did. We got him out. We got him out. We wanted Lorraine Broderick back, the writer who has brought All My Children to heights above and beyond. We wanted her back, and we got her back. However, they had plans for her also. They wanted to tell her how to write her soaps. She didn't want that. So then they brought in the Angels of Death, D&D, Donna and David. And no, this is not a 90210 reference. They brought in Donna and David because they had subsequently killed 2 other lifelong favorite soaps, The The Guiding Light, and As the World Turns. They wrote those into the ground. So why not bring them along and let them write All My Children into the ground? And they were doing a very good job of that. That's what they were brought on to do, and that's what they were doing very well. Again, we weren't having it. And what I can definitely say is, as All My Children was returning to its heights again under Lorraine Broderick, who I have had the pleasure of meeting, then they decide, you know what? We are going to take All My Children from its New York studios, fire everybody, all the staff, all the crew, everyone who has worked hard on this show for decades. Get rid of them. Move to California and start there. The whole time knowing good and well, in about a year, we're just going to cancel this soap completely. So, that lets you know about the evilness in these guys' minds. How they have been planning this. Not, what we're just hearing about from a year ago. They've been planning this for almost a decade now. They wanted to get rid of this hope. But they went ahead, canceled the All My Children, moved them to LA, completely destroyed the livelihoods of the cast and crew that was here in New York. And not only the livelihoods of the cast and crew of New York, that hurts New York's economy. Because that was bringing money into New York that is no longer coming anymore. They brought them to LA just to kill them. How cruel is that? How ridiculously cruel is that? To have them uproot their lives. Uproot, the ones that are fired, they just let them go like they were trash, like they were dirt. Here, you did great, now you gotta go. But then the actors, and these people now, they have to go uproot themselves, move to LA, move their children. Their entire families have to come with them, have to, change schools and get adjusted to this new life in this new place, knowing good and well, oh yeah, we're about to fire you guys too. Just so you know, we're going to let you go too. And this is supposed to be the place where dreams are made of? This is supposed to be everyone's happily ever after? When the whole time they've been telling us this, but they've been witches, warlocks, ogres, all of that in disguise. They have done everything that they can do to eliminate this genre of television. And not to include what they did to the actors, what they did to the fans, what they did to the soap fans. When they made this decision to go ahead and cancel these soaps, they would really they knew we would have a reaction. They would put on their machines any messages left on here about the soap operas will be deleted automatically. Not even listened to, just deleted. So basically, ABC, Disney, what you're telling me is you could care less about what I have to say, but you still want me to watch your shows and basically put money in your pockets. No, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it, and I don't want to speak for all soap fans, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the soap fans are not going to do it either. And that has honestly been proven. Disney stocks have dropped. Their movies have dropped. They have dropped their big blockbusters. It hasn't been, a 20% drop, 30% drop, not even a 50% drop. According to an article in the New York Times, their blockbuster movies have now dropped in revenue by 70%. So fans, we have have power. We have power that we probably didn't even realize we had. We're really just discovering the power that we have. And it is now our time to take that power and make sure that we get what we want. There was a recent board meeting where they discussed the soap opera genre. And from what I understand in the meeting, it was said, oh, the soap opera genre is great. It's wonderful, and, our primetime soaps, we're going to concentrate on that, on these primetime soap operas, and see how that goes. So they tried to trick us, with GCB, good Christian bitches. That's right, I said bitches, because that's what they meant. They can tell you whatever they want, good Christian belles. You guys saw the promos. They were saying bitches without saying bitches. And they didn't even stop there. Even with their comedies. Let's throw bitch in comedy too. We've already let you know we don't care about this female demographic and this age group and what they want. So now let's just disrespect them. Don't trust the bitch in apartment 23. Oh no, I'm sorry, they cleaned it up. Don't trust the B in apartment 23. We know what B means. It doesn't mean beauty. It doesn't mean Bella. Alright? It stands for bitch. We know this. That's why you won't say it. That's why it's B. Now, they've gone one step further. They've gone one step further. Now, being that I'm boycotting ABC, I don't get to see a lot. But in that beautiful hour between 3 and 4, when General Hospital is on, I am right in front of my television, making sure I can see exactly what's going on. And during that hour, I, see the commercials, see the previews of the new shows that they want to now impose upon us. 666 Park Avenue. Really, guys? You guys have gone from referring to women as bitches to now, let's just go into devil worship. Let's side with the devil, which is honestly really what they've done. Now they've just come out publicly with it. Let's side with the devil and put his number on our show. We are going to market his number, 666, the sign of the beast. We are going to market it on our show and put it in the title of our show. And we are going to sit back, smile, and expect you guys to watch it. Now, I'm not sure if ABC has noticed, we're not watching. We're not watching anything of yours. As a matter of fact, I've already got something for the 3 o'clock slot once they take General Hospital and put them on 2 o'clock. I'll be watching NBC. Steve Harvey's got a new talk show coming out. I will not be watching Katie, a.k.a. Haiti, Couric. I've seen the previews for that show too, Haiti, during General Hospital. Looks like crap. Okay? Saying it plain out and simple. You guys know me. I say it how I see it. It looks like crap. I am so tired of you people in ABC trying to tell me how to run my life. The chew, how to eat. The revolution, how to live. What's some prime time one you've got? Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. Once again, how to live, how to be healthy and whatnot. I am so tired of you guys trying to tell me how to live my life when you don't even know how to run your business. That's why your stocks are dropping. That's why your theme park admissions are dropping. And trust me, we're going to come for all the theme parks. We don't just want the American ones to fall. Let's go for the Disney World in Paris and all the other ones that you have in other countries. We're going to let everybody know what you guys are doing. so that everyone can go into what they want to with full knowledge of exactly what's going on. And they can make a knowledge-based decision, which is exactly what Disney has not been doing, making knowledge-based decisions. Because they've had the knowledge, they've had the numbers. I promise you, if you read this book, Disney War by James B. Stewart, read this book and it will help to let you know. They knew. They had people in the position that were telling them what needed to be done, what didn't need to be done. But ego said, no, we know what to do, because we are the kings. We are the kings. The only Disney king I can think of is from Little Mermaid right now, King Triton. We are King Triton. We know what to do, and we are going to make our own decisions, and we are going to stick to them. The difference, though, between them and King Triton is King Triton eventually knew that everything that he thought was correct wasn't. And he eventually changed his views on what he had before. Disney is not doing that. ABC is not doing that. They are holding steadfast to their views, watching their stocks drop, watching their ratings hit the toilet. They are watching all of this and not making any changes, except for just doing even more horrible stuff. Really, guys? 666? Is this where we've gone now? 666? Come on. Come on. How do you go from good Christian bitches and now 666? It's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible what Disney is doing and what ABC is doing, because they're not even listening to what the people have to say. They could care less. Definitely. I mean, this book goes into everything that basically led up to what we went through on April 14th of last year. And it talks about all of the background, the schemes, the machinations. You know, Disney is supposed to be our happy place, our happily ever after. And that's what it was under Walt Disney and the Disney family. They let it get into the hands of people such as Michael Eisner, Bob Iger, and Anne Sweeney. You guessed it. B. Stewart, Disney War. I promise you, it seems big and thick. I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay? Because right now, we are dealing with a lot of problems with our soaps, especially one of our networks that we loved, SoapNet. SoapNet was a network that I remember when I first saw SoapNet. I was so excited. I was like, are you serious? A station where they're just playing our soaps? If I miss it, if I'm not at home at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but I'm home later on.
Hey, let's talk about soap. Can we? Let's talk about TV. Let's talk about all the things behind the scenes. So can we talk about it? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Oh, hi guys. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice you were there. I am Shanice from Let's Talk About Soaps, and I am so frustrated, befuddled. I would need a thesaurus to go through all the emotions that I am going through right now in order to explain it. I am once again taking a look at Dr. Boudreau's book, American Business and Daytime Drama. We actually discussed this with you guys a little while ago. We did an in-depth interview with Dr. Boudreaux. And another book that I have been very heavily reading into, and this is a book that was actually written in 2002, Disney War. Guys, you need to read this. Definitely. Anne Sweeney, who has basically come into Disney and decided she is going to do what she wants to do, not what has proven to work, not listen to the people who have worked for this company and have made it what it is, what it was, let me say, have made it what it was. She just decided she was going to make it what she wanted to be. And the funny thing about that is, what she wanted it to be ended up being what somebody else had already wanted and she shot down. You want to learn more about that? Pick up this book. James